Bio-Regenesis technique number 3. This is a technique and visualization for activating communion within your own spinal cerebral fluid and sacred chrism. This is a natural process that your body does all on its own as it aligns to the monthly moon cycles within the female and male autonomy. Okay, so yes, males, your body is secreting a sacred chrism, a cerebral spinal fluid, according to monthly moon cycles. Okay, and this is all within the central nervous system, within the 33 vertebrae, endocrine, pineal, and functionings of the subconscious. Functionings of your lunar endocrine sensory cell. This is what the pineal does, is it responds to the information it receives from the moon. Your body will actually release this fluid in accordance to your own monthly rhythms. So for every single person on the earth, their body is releasing this according to their own individual gridding system. This visualization and meditation will amplify the Christ within. This will stimulate and awaken your Kundalini rising, pineal induction abilities, pituitary stimulation, and this will help stimulate your natural DMT and serotonin releases, allowing you to surrender to the 5 senses of the body and raising from earth level consciousness and unifying from the beta to alpha states, and visualizing this unification will activate that matrimony, that merging, that convergence of the Christ itself. This technique should not be done in a stressful manner. This technique should be applied after grounding. It's very important that you do this after grounding, as this technique will strongly connect you to a deep purification within yourself. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have restabilized your energies before activating this energy, because if you activate this in a state of high electrical energy or not being grounded, it could trigger deeper emotions within you that could turn into like a negative thought pattern. Okay, so here we go. Step 1. I want you to sit peacefully after a grounding technique, and I want you to focus your center of awareness to the base of your spine at the last vertebrae of your spine, okay? Breathing is really important, bringing that awareness into the base of the spine. Once fully present at the base of the spine, I want you to visualize an oxygen molecule, okay? Inside of this oxygen molecule that is within the base of your spine in the last vertebrae, I want you to visualize 2 snakes inside of the oxygen molecule, because on a quantum elemental alchemical level of base matter structures, oxygen carries a male and a female snake. Every breath that you take, you are inhaling a male and a female snake. This information could be found in Charles W. Ledbetter's book, Occult Chemistry. Okay, so this is where they actually magnetized the shapes of these elements and actually found out what they were on a quantum scale, on a quantum molecular scale. So this is where I'm getting this information from, and I've utilized it in my techniques, and it is very effective. Okay, so once you are fully present at the base of the spine, I want you to visualize that oxygen molecule inside of that last vertebrae. Okay, and there should be 2 snakes, male and female. I want you to inhale and exhale. Step 3, I want you to begin to allow the 2 snakes to grow from that oxygen molecule, okay, while staying rooted in the base of the spine. I want you to allow the snakes to grow up the vertebrae. slowly interweaving through the inhale and through the exhale. Interweaving up the spine, inhaling and exhaling as they rise up the spine. I want you to come to a point where they meet at the head of the pineal. I want them to gently hook around the eyebrows. Okay, your snake should be head to head at the pineal. I want you to inhale, exhale. Now, I want you to visualize a cup in between the two snake heads. Now the cup is going to signify or represent the Holy Grail and the Holy Communion that you are about to take. The cup signifies your grail, okay? Now I want you to squeeze the snake heads and fill this cup out of the snake heads, out of the venom, okay? So if you want your snakes to be cobras to better match that description, that is fine too, whatever kind of snake you're visualizing. I want you to squeeze this venom, which will represent your cerebral fluid. This will represent your sacred chrism, and fill the cup with your sacred chrism. Filling the cup is a representation of the act of crucifying your secretion within. So when the cup is full, I want you to tilt your head back, and I want you to take communion into your third eye. So you close your eyes and take communion into your third eye, acknowledging and awaiting resurrection and reaching the promised land. When this is complete, you can allow the visualization to dissipate back into your bioenergetic field. Now, typically at the end of these 3 techniques, your energy should feel realigned, connected, and dialed into the natural and harmonious vibrations of your particle rotations. Your Christed self is restabilized, and your higher mind will be more receptive to the remaining techniques for further higher mind development. Utilizing the 3 previous techniques for daily realignment and regeneration are beneficial as many times a day as you need. I do recommend doing this first thing in the morning when you still have the ability to access the lucid states of mind. As after you awaken, you are still within the lucid state of mind for about 2 hours, okay? So if you implement the grounding, if you implement the communion, if you implement these techniques as you are still able to access that lucid realm, you will have more access to your higher self, to your visions, and to your downloads, okay? I also recommend doing this before you go to bed at night as well. This will help create space for you to implement another technique that I'm going to put out a little later, which is called creating a 5th dimensional point of contact, for you to create a platform to contact your galactic family, ETs, light beings, your Christed self, your higher dimensional aspects, your higher self, angels, whatever it is that you're trying to connect with. I will teach you how to create a platform to do this. Now, doing these steps, the grounding and the communion within, before you implement these other techniques, is going to purify your intention, and it's going to connect you into that 12th dimensional blueprint. So you're always coming from the most purest place of your being. Now, you are ready for technique number 4, pineal induction.